The platform for collaborations, learning, and reimagining the future of financial services, and along with technology and building partnerships. You know, I spent hardly 10 minutes because that's the time they given to me. I want to talk about our journey, the ESAF Bank journey, along with the fintech partners. We are a just 8 years old bank. We are spread across 26 states and UT with 787 branches, more than 1,100 customer service centers, and almost 9.5 million customers in these 26 states. Now we were an NGO, became an NBFC in MFI in 2008, and then we moved to a small finance bank in the year 2017. So that time we adopt a approach of a bank in a box model, where our system integrator comes with everything. We have to release the payment every month. That's all. So we have no roles to play there. They will do everything. So that's a bank in a box model is a excellent model for a startup, no doubt about it. When we are an NBFC, we hardly 2,000 crores was my book size, and from 8 years I grown to 42,000 crores. So they help me, no doubt about. But if I want to have a future bank ready system, as well as I want to have a better regulatory directions, then I have to move out from that. So from a bank in a box model, now we are moving into a model to a fully bank owned and partnered enabled digital model, where we have partnership with multiple technology partners. So what I was mentioning that I want to share that the bank fintech partnership beyond integrations to impact, or in other words, beyond contract into co-creation. That was I believe, and that's what we are trying to do in this ESAF 2.0. As you know, the fintech ecosystem is one of the India's fintech ecosystem is one of the world dynamic system we have, and we listen to the morning the way the minister was speaking. He's speaking like a CEO of a IT company, But if you want to make a real impact, comes with the financial institutions and fintech has to work together. When I said we should not work as a vendor and a client, because I am a client for the vendor, for the technology companies, but I prefer to be as a partners. Okay, as the country is looking forward, become the 5 trillion economy, we need to collaborate. When I said collaboration, especially in collaborating on responsibility, inclusion, and innovations. Okay, and these are very critical. As you know that traditionally banks are process and procedures heavy, whereas fintechs are very light and they move faster. But when both come together and co-create, things will change faster. I really appreciate the fintech partners having agility, the customer-centric design, then tech-first thinking, all very good. But at the same time, as a bank, we bring scale, we bring governance, we bring trust. So at the ESAF 2.0, when we are defining that, we came to understand that collaboration is not an option; it's critical for the success of the bank. So that's the way we moved on. So when our technology and digital transformation, is not just it's not just about technology transformation alone. We are building a future-ready, inclusive, and a scalable banking model, where we relook into the process, we look into the product, we look into the entire system. So instead of we call as a technology transformation, we call it ESAF Bank transformation. So there are 4 things. There are a few things which we re-architect the ESAF ecosystem. Is that we want to make the core light. Now we onboarded Oracle FlexCube. So first, I put 2 conditions. One is core should be light. I don't want to develop everything inside that. I will develop outside. Secondly, the API should be very light. So that was the option which we talked to the Oracle team. Secondly, we adopt a modular API-led solutions. That's for a quick and for a flexibility. And while we build up this one, we also building a robust embedded finance capability, so that now ESAF Bank can have a better partnership with the third-party ecosystem. And as a bank, lot of regulations are there. So the first things we came to mind is, whatever we do, whatever invest, it will be on security by design. Okay, and simplifying before automation. So these are things we keep in mind while we went for this transformation. But along with that, as you always know, we have a transformation mantra. We talk about think digital first, customer experience, simplify before automation, speed with stability, and security by design. So these are the mantras where we kept along, and we use the same thing when we were evaluating our partners. I didn't call anyone as a vendors or a client, because my founder and the MD always mention that call them partners. So all those partners we onboarded, so they are, I look into them. I look at them as a partners, a co-creators rather than a vendor, because unless until we come together, things will not change. So when the fintech comes in, we believe that a successful partnership requires 4 things. First, if I share with that, there should be a shared purpose. It's not about the shared product or a shared agreement. I said there should be a shared purpose behind that, so that we can create impact. And if you want to have a 5 trillion economy, we have to work together for a purpose. And also I seek partners who are passionate about the financial empowerment of this country. So these are one area which I look forward when I was onboarding the fintech partners. Secondly, trust and transparency. It's true that we have MSAs, we have agreements, but more than that, I keep value for the words they keep, and both sides, whether the partner or from the bank. The time where trust and transparency are coming down, I think this is one area we enforced with our partners, that let be there. Any issues come up, we'll talk. Don't keep anything under the carpet. And third thing is I talk about co-creation over contract. We have SLAs, we have MSAs, we have a lot of things will be there. But let's let's work. Let's co-create. Let's go beyond the boundaries of agreements. Because we are building an ecosystem where it could be impacting the life of the people. And lastly, agile governance. Where we have a better governance at top to bottom level. So that's the biggest learning for us. As a bank, even though we are ESAF was there 33 years, but as a bank we are all just 8 years. Our biggest learning is that having a connect with all levels, that make lot better result. So under this ESAF 2.0, we set our approach to fintech in following ways. One is we are open to for empowered fintech partners who can fulfill what those criteria I put forward earlier. If fintech partners who can fulfill those 5 things, we are open for the empowered financial partners. And core development in the AI-led models. We just doing a pilot on the collection side, how the AI can help me in reducing the routine work. Okay, and also we are working with 2 of our partners on the risk and the credit scoring. So I am saying that while that's our approach side, that as I mentioned, we want to make a future bank ready on that. And when we discuss with Oracle on FluxCube, we talk them. I know there are banks like Canara, HDFC, AU Bank, AU Small Finance Bank, utilizing their one. So I told very clearly, look, I need a latest one. So they are going to offer me a latest one where I can have a iteration. Some of I was talking to the Canara Bank CEO, Mr. Arun, today morning. He was saying that we made a mistake. You should make that mistake. We delve everything into the core, and very difficult to win. So I said, yes, it's true. As we are young in the industry, we learn a lot from our big banks. So we are tied with Oracle, and we ensure that the model should be simple, and it should be very API driven. And most importantly, we moved from a vendor management to a product co-ownership model. And that's a one value. So in conclusion, what I want to say is that it's about move forward with trust, responsibility, and impact, rather than contract agreements and SLAs. Our commitment is that we want to build a platform, with the open banking and the embedded finance. We are embraced on the regulatory sandbox, shift from the short-term goals to long-term, and from an a purpose-driven partnerships. Okay, so and so when I want, what I expect from my partners is that, when we have a partnership, let's be more transparent and accountable to each other. But it's not only the partners. When I said partners, both bank and the technology partners. Let's work together, have a transparency. Let's have a accountability for what we're doing it, and we should also have a shared vision. Okay, and not just shared deliverables or platforms. It should be a shared purpose behind each partnership. And thirdly, trust has to go beyond agreements and SLAs and MSAs. That's critical. We are trust each other. We are the human beings who can trust each other and make things possible. And now fourthly, we need a long-term impact. Whatever partnership we look in, we should have a long-term impact rather than a short-term one. And most importantly, because we have around 85 applications and something around 35 IT solutions we will be having in the new environment where we are managing directly. So one thing I tell that, kindly share the knowledge, because the knowledge which we have, it's end up in some other locations. I don't know how many of you know where the largest sum of knowledge reside in only one place, either in the burial place or in the cemetery, because people go with that and there is closed. I think it's a time for the partners to share knowledge. Both, whether it's a bank or the technology partners, we need to share the knowledge each other with mutual respect. So let me conclude this one. I think my time is getting up. Now, when banks and fintechs go beyond integration and embrace shared innovation, they don't just transform finance, they transform lives of people in India. And that's the future, and we must co-create. And thank you organizers for giving me this opportunity. And I hope I'm able to share our purpose behind this partnership. Thank you all.